Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last time we left off, we had killed Eloise, who was the first mate of the Imposter's Lament, and now we are going to the Temple of Tangaloa Ruins. Hopefully. Maybe it's a dungeon, it'll probably be a storyboard though. Is it a storyboard? Looks like it. Ahead of you lie the ruins of an ancient complex. As you near the tumbled down stone entrance, you notice several curious drawings scrawled across the stone in a flaking brown paint. You bend down to get a better look and discover that the drawings depict violent images of decapitations, dismemberings, hangings, and sundry other terrors. Enter the ruin. Light from distant torches flickers on the ruin walls. Unintelligible words float to you on a breeze that reeks of carrion and the metallic tang of blood. So obviously it's inhabited by someone, or else where would the torches have come from? Man, there's a lot. This is probably Skane or something. Somebody honoring Skane. He likes blood. What do we got here? Fat bubbles thick on the surface of this pot. The rising steam smells sweetly of meat. Gross. Who is that? Hold on. What is this? Angfor's journal. I found this water-stained notebook at the bottom of my satchel, and now, having no use for it, I must record my thoughts, or I fear I will go mad in the solitary confinement of my own head. Months have passed, and still we are stranded on this cursed island. What few supplies we had with us at the time of our calamity have dwindled away to little more than dust and crumbs. When it became clear that we would be trapped on this island for some time, we began to ration our food. It was half rations at first, but as the days wore on and help became ever less a possibility and ever more a dream, we took only 1 meal a day, then 1 meal every 2 days. Fresh water, at least, is plentiful. It bubbles up from a crack in the stone near the ruins. No doubt it is pushed to the surface by some unseen force of volcanism. I should have liked to have had my instruments on hand to record its rate of flow and volume, but those are long since gone, likely resting at the bottom of the sea. Our numbers shrink day by cursed day. Always now my clothes smell of rancid meat, of sweat and smoke. The jerky we made from Karal's thigh has gone off. We had thought he might survive the amputation, but he passed away in the night 2 days ago from a fever in his blood. Did they amputate it to eat it, or did he need it amputated for medical reasons? Gangrene, maybe. We have better learned how to cure our meat, but our blades have gone dull, and we have only seawater with which to cleanse them. None have survived an amputation since Karal's tragic passing, so we no longer bother with the practice. More's the pity, I was becoming an old hand at it. Eloise was lost to us today. It pains me to write the words, though her passing comes as no surprise. She drew the shortest reed. Her necklace I intended to keep, but it has gone missing since her death. I'd always thought it suited her, that the stone matched the light in her eyes. I wanted to remember that light, so they've been eating each other. Just a second, I need to cough. Perhaps someone is hiding it, though I do not know why they would do me such an unkindness. I was meant to have it. She never said as much, but I know. I will perform a search of the other's belongings when next I have the midnight watch. Woe betide the thief. A chill wind has found us. It blows ceaselessly across the isle, whipping our shelters into disarray and peppering our meals with sand. We take shelter in the nearby ruins, though I am loath to do it. Always that place has seemed to me befouled by some unfriendly spirit, for I hear whispers when the wind blows. They cry for mercy, for salvation. Another of the crew has disappeared this morning. Some suspect he tied stones to his wrists and walked himself into the sea. But they are wrong. I saw him walk while he was dreaming, with jerky movements not his own. He wandered deep into the ruins and did not return. Some few of us remain. I envy them, the departed. Their souls are returned to the wheel and free to find new lives to lead. We unlucky few receive no such boon, and that is what we have given them, a gift. We suffer so that they might be free. Our lender says we might fashion a raft large enough to escape this place. He is mad. We belong to this isle now, as it belongs to us. So they definitely went crazy. Although I guess turning to cannibalism might fracture one's mind. I don't see the issue. So long as they died of natural causes, you might as well eat them. I mean, it's that or die. Crazed warlock, crazed marauder.
We had ribs last night.
How about liver?
Ah, my ma used to do a mean fried liver.
Haunch it is then. Livers for dessert.
Captain Angfor. That is the guy's journal we found. Go ahead, take him out. Dang it. I don't know why my formation keeps getting messed up. Keeps putting air in the back, and that is not a good idea. Crazed the Warlock. I need... You know what? Just take him down. He's almost dead. And then I'll have Aloth and my guy take out this crazed Zealot with Sitzel's Spirit Lance. Shoti... Oh, crap. No way they would keep a frickin' ogre. That is so much meat that both he has and would be required to feed him. That ogre would be dead by now, definitely. Alright. Where are you guys running to? You just got here. Take down the ogre pirate, please. Actually, you know what? Mind Blade over there. Take out the zealot. I used to call them zealots. I still like the name zealot better than zealot. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, I really like those mind blades. Don't know why. I think it was slower in the first game. Giordu red-handed. These guys can't have been here for that long. Otherwise, they would have run out of people to eat, right? Diary of an Unnamed Pirate. Excerpt from the Diary of an Unnamed Pirate about the lost vessel Fisher Queen. No, that's a book. At least I think. It might not be, but I'm not going to read it. Kith meat recipe. The paper is ragged-edged and stained with grease. Notes in a barely legible hand detail the preparation of a dish from the cook's childhood called sweet-tongue terrine, but substituted with meat of an unusual provenance. At the bottom, someone has scrawled, "Make for Eolina and June when I get back home." Make for Eolina and June when I get back home. Doesn't make any sense. Bones scored by jagged cuts and picked clean of meat and marrow lie in a disorganized heap. Yuck. I don't want to talk to him just yet. Captain Angfor. Blood-soaked grimoire. Well, it better be freaking blood-soaked. Minoletta's missile salvo. Unleash a cascade of erratic missiles upon an area. These missiles release shockwaves on impact that deal crush, corrode damage in a small area. How many, though? It doesn't say. We'll keep it, though, because I have never seen that spell before. Some of the bones in this pile are cracked and bleached with age. Alright. Giordu the Red-Handed. Is he the thief? You find a middle-aged dwarf tied to a post, a pile of bloody refuse scattered at his feet. His beard is a matted mess and his face is streaked with dirt. Despite his haggard state, he twists against his bonds when you approach.
Bless your neckers. You're just in time. Another moment more and I would have been dinner.
What happened here?
It's a right sorry tale, I'm afraid to say. Our ship, a beautiful ship she was too, ran aground in a storm. Waves so high we couldn't see a damn thing, you understand? Come to discover this here island's about as barren as an ancient lecher's bed. Not a scrap of nothing edible on it. And none of us were especially keen to take our turn about the wheel, so...
He trails off, unable to meet your eye. You know, that's funny because we found a fresh fruit node just north of here.
As the months wore on and no one came looking for us, we started running low on crew and, victuals. I think what few of us were left here at the end might have gone a little nutty.
You think? Who are you?
Jordu. Red-handed of the Impostors Lament. Well, formerly of the Impostors Lament.
He laughs a little too loudly. Why would they attack me if they... I mean, I'm here. I could have saved them.
Something of a lifelong deckhand I am. Picked up cooking in the last few months, too. Meat's my speciality. On account of the... well, you know, the business here. With the cannibalism.
Untie him.
My wrists thank you mightily.
He takes a moment to flex and bends his hands, working the circulation back into them. His lips twist into a grimace when he runs his fingers over the deep bruise the ropes left.
Say, you got a ship? Couldn't get here without one, right? You by chance have any spots open for an old dwarf like me? I might not look it, but I'm a deft hand with the rigging. Can even cook some.
Accept his offer. Welcome to the crew of the Penetrator.
I owe you one, Captain. A death like this, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you. You like stew? I got a great recipe. Flavor's real different, like nothing you ever tasted. I'll make it for you. You know, in thanks.
He gives you a quick wink and a nod before heading back to the ship. Is it Kith stew? I mean, I'll try it once, I guess. Hold on, did we ever look at this magnifying glass? Some of the bones in the pile are cracked and bleached with age. Yes, we have. Alright. Now we need to check out the shipwreck itself, but I would imagine they've been here for so long, there's no way that it's not been picked clean. Island name, Meat Bicycle. Anybody played Borderlands 2 DLC? That's what that's from. One of the DLC characters. He says Meat Bicycle a lot. Alright, sift through the wreckage. There was literally nothing of value. That's funny. In the lament. Well, at least it's... Oh, what do you want to say? Realistic. Principi Master Captain. Huh. They don't move unless I'm moving. That's good. Got some repair supplies. Alright. We do need to go to Fort Deadlight, but let's go on the bottom here of the map and see if there's anything we can find. Solitary rice farm. It looks bountiful and enough to welcome trade. No? Alright, let's go then. A rice farm out in the middle of nowhere. That's funny. How much farther down do we need to go? Not very. Okay. So we'll just keep going. And we'll make our way up around the edge of the map, and then we'll go back to Fort Deadlight. Abandoned village. What do we got here? Fire kelp, rice, tar loaf, and nothing. Looks like we got the Sandswept ruins. It might be a dungeon. And corroded wasteland. Holy cow. This location is above your level, so we can't go there exactly yet. This one doesn't seem too bad, though. Nor the winding pass, so let's do both. Searing hot winds rip across the dunes. You shield your face from the onslaught, but it's of little use. Sand makes its way into every vulnerable little crevice it can find. You spot a structure ahead. Forge ahead through the sandstorm. Up close, it appears to be the ruins of an ancient Huana building, perhaps a temple. An obscured entrance leads into a sand-covered hillside. Alright, what are we going to find here? The other place was a 3 skull, but this one didn't say any, so maybe it's just a puzzle place. Well, now. Lots of experience to be had via disarming traps. What do we got here? A little bit over halfway through the level. Let's bring everybody just to check for traps. Is that a missile salvo? Nope, Minoleta's concussive missiles. Then we got an extra door over there. Is that really the only one? Look at me in my pirate hat. The tricorn hat. Why am I wearing that? +5 ranged accuracy. That would be good. Did we ever figure out if they stacked with the gauntlets of reliability? We got 3 from pets, gauntlets of accuracy, and a Cena's tricorn. Okay, so they're all 3 different types of accuracy bonuses, so they still work. Holy cow, traps galore. Let's actually go over here first. I want to check what's in here before we go onward. What the heck is that? Oh, god dang it. It's gonna kill him if we stay too close, so I need to bring my guy up here, or all my range dudes anyway. Because I'm sure if I keep doing it, it'll kill us. Are they immune to... It doesn't say. They must be immune to slashing as well. Let's see if it kills the pet. Yep. He's gonna go down, I know it. But they're immune anyway, so no point to have the damn pet up there. The only ranged crushing ability I have is Aloth. I find that kind of funny. And you can't cast spells on him either. Son of a gun. See if we can do Iconic Projection. It missed it because it was reflected. Okay. Alright, I equipped myself with a rod. Is a rod also slashing and piercing? Jesus. Find wand is just piercing. And I don't have another scepter, do I? No, I do. Wait. Nope, that's a lance. Here we go, scepter. There we go. All the attacks are crits too. That's funny. Probably because they have no deflection. I can't even tell because it won't bring up the reticle for their defenses and health. One more. And this guy had nothing on him. Alright. Let's get everyone over here and we're going to rest because Adair has 3 damn wounds, and I don't want a chance getting another one and having to reload, so. Or revive. Can we revive? No, I don't think that works if they're dead. Looks like the S's. Let's remember the S's. They seem to be safe. Gosh dang it, these all give us experience too, so I need to get them. S symbols are all safe over here, it looks like. What if you didn't have any mechanics? Like, what would you do? We've stopped getting experience for some reason. But they're still taking... Yeah. We got experience for 11 level mechanics, but now we're not getting any for some reason. Even on level 12 ones. You have to wait like a full second after each disarm. Well, we're gonna have a lot of traps to sell. Speaking of, I need to equip one of the traps that I disarm real quick and see if they're see how good they are now that we have 12 mechanics, because they're supposed to get better. God dang it. They're supposed to get better depending on how much points you have into mechanics. Seems like a ton more accuracy. I think it's like 42 more accuracy based on what we have. But they never do very much damage. And dragging people into it's a pain. 42 plus 42 trap accuracy. Let's check it out. Accuracy 49 versus fortitude. See, that's terrible. Like, who's gonna have 49 fortitude without, like, already... Doesn't make any damn sense. Without already debuffing them. And now if you try it on, like, this guy, there... Accuracy 57, why? Maybe it's not showing us its actual accuracy until we put it down and have someone get hit by it. And Adair would have... He has... No? I don't know why he would have higher accuracy. Doesn't make any damn sense. I have more perception, I have more everything than Adair. Through the dancing flames, you catch a glimpse of something resting on the altar. Serious burn. Damn it. Alright. Let's get 1 is next to pillar 1. 2 is next to pillar 2. 3 is next to pillar 3. And 4 is next to pillar 4. That way we can... It's going to be some kind of combination, I think. Alright. Let's try 1. 2. Okay, that one stays up. No, it doesn't. So let's try 3. 4. Okay, maybe we have to do it all at the same time. Alright. Let's wait for that one to go away. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Yep, that works. On the altar before you rest a spiked hammer and a kith skull gone yellow with age. Leave for a second. I need to save it. Examine the altar. Wrought of ancient stone, this altar has seen better days, though it's remarkably clean for where you found it. Its base is riddled with cracks, and the grasping metal hands at its corners are listing to the right. Examine the skull. The skull is of kith origin and clearly ancient, having grown brittle and fragile with time. Embedded in its forehead is a strange stone. Its immediate purpose is unclear. Examine the hammer. The hammer is scored with deep gouges and marred with spots of rust. Its significant heft and fine steel head suggest the hammer might have once been a quality weapon of war, but it has surely seen better days. Pick up the skull. You carefully lift the skull from the idol, or the altar. Lift the hammer from the altar. You gingerly take the hammer. Testing its weight in hand, you discover it's surprisingly well balanced. Last word. Ugh, this damage is terrible though. Cannot use active abilities for 2 seconds on hit, so that's decent, I guess. And plus 5% weapon damage per engaged enemy. With a dare, that'd be like 13 or 15%. So not that great. The great stone door behind you slams shut with a floor-shuttering bang. Sand begins to pour into the room through the holes high in the wall. So we need to figure out how to open the damn door, or we're gonna die. Sand pours into the room, pulling at your ankles and rising higher with every moment. The only way out is the stone door behind you, and it's sealed tight. Attempt to open the door. Me, I've got 21 might. Yeah, it only takes 13. Push hard. Oh, the door grinds open an inch. Push harder. Me. With a cry of exertion, you shove the door open a few more feet. There might be just enough room for the rest of the party to squeeze through the gap. Heave the door open. We can do it. You shove at the door, muscles straining against the weight. The sand rises to your knees. You throw the door open and hold it in place while the rest of your party make their escape. When everyone is safe, you dart out into the hallway. The door slams shut behind you. 17 might. We did it. The doors are sealed shut by the mountain of sand. Not even air escapes. Alright, let's get out of here. That seems pretty terrible reward for what this place was. I mean, I guess there was really no danger involved if you could do the mechanics. And even with the mechanics, you could just sacrifice your characters to get to the area. But, oh well. We haven't discovered the whole place yet. Oh well. Sandy shores. Because of the sand-swept ruins. You understand. The path winds up into the hills, narrowing to little wider than a cart. The cliffs offer a sheer drop down into the crashing sea, the water foaming white where it throws itself against the rocks. You realize what you initially took to be several large, lumpy stones are in fact eotins, two-headed monstrosities. As you watch, one of them absent-mindedly lifts a boulder and hurls it into the sea. The eotins guffaw, their laughter guttural. Speak to the wilder. The eotins grunt as you approach. Pressing against the stone, they push themselves to their feet. Food at last, one bellows happily. They heft heavy tree trunks over their shoulders. I can give you some food if you'd let me pass. The eotins exchange a look. Are listening with all ears, one of them says. What offers little softling? Make it good, the second grunts. Let's give him aged shark meat. Do you like shark? I've got finely aged shark meat. The eotin sniffs at the slab of meat. Stinkfish, it inhales deeply, then nods. Stinkfish is like eotin of the sea. Deal. Go, softlings, before we become hungry again. They climb up the cliffside, leaving the path before you clear. We really should have killed them. What happens the next time someone doesn't have finely aged shark with them? Lowland Sands. Storybook galore this episode. Well, this island specifically. As you descend from the high mountain path, you find a small camp nestled in the sand. Tents, tired horses with their legs camped out, campfires crackling. It seems far too active for an ambush to be in wait. A small group approaches, a motley band of kith bearing quality arms and armor. The foremost, a deeply tanned dwarf, raises his hand in greeting. You're coming down the path, she asks. Don't suppose that means you've dealt with those filthy eotins, does it? Let's say I had killed them. No, I made a deal with them. The group's small Orlin blinks. A deal, she asks. What? Did you feed them one of yours to let the rest pass? Don't be ridiculous, Midge, the dwarf shakes her head. They probably just threw them some meat and moved on before the beasts finished eating it, she winks at you. The Amawa grins, hefting a heavy axe. That leaves the bastards for us. The dwarf strokes her chin. Well, you may not be a friend yet, but you're certainly no enemy. Seeing as we're going nowhere soon, why don't you sit a spell by our fire? Join their camp. You step into the camp and come to sit beside a fire. Although it looks like they intended to put it out before you got there, the Amawa feeds at another log. The dwarf gestures to a pot hanging over the flames. Got some stew left. Fish and vegetables, nothing fancy. Attempt to steal from them. No. I'd like to know more about your company. The dwarf taps the scar on her dusky chin. Well, we formed in the living lands. It's where Midge and me hail from. She gestures to the short Orlin. She's our mind-breaker. Franco hears from the old Valia, a sworn brother of the Dacosi Paladini. The tall man clangs a gauntlet against his breastplate and bows at the waist. Xandrin gestures to the pale elf. That's Lislodier from the White That Wends. He handles the magic, and Wochka, how about that? She nods to the island Amawa. Left Rautai when she ran out of things to put her axe in. Anyone else you see around's a hireling, but still some of the best. We've been all over the living lands and Deadfire both. Midge grins. Right now we're drawing coin off an Nadir and Noble as members of the Deadfire Archipelago's Explorer Society. The Orlin chuckles quietly. More or less. I'm sure you have some great stories to tell. The Valian rises as if this were on cue. Ach, you have no idea. Here we go. Wachka shakes her head at you. Brought this on yourself. Franco ignores her. Where would one begin the recounting of our journeys? The tale of the tentacled Terra Thane? The sordid story of the seamstress of Salona? The perilous perfidy of the Pulpavir? He believes he's a chanter, Wochka says, but what he makes up in enthusiasm he lacks in talent. Quiet, you old battle axe, he looks to you. I'd be happy to expound over dinner if you're staying. Know anything about this island? The explorer shakes her head with a snort. Hardly seen most of it. Came on land a few miles that way. She jerks her thumb towards the western coast. Gods benighted, Aetin prevented us from going any further, the Valian grouses, and the Orlin's ears bounce with her vigorous nod. The dwarf smiles. We're looking for some ruins that are supposedly out here. Island so desolate, though, it's hard to imagine anyone building on it. It's certainly sandy, thanks. The Valian laughs, a warm, quick sound that slips away as quickly as it appeared. Ah, quite true. I've sand in places I didn't know I had. I weep for the woman who will know me after this place. To know someone is to sleep with them. In some languages, I guess. The Orlin shakes her head. We all weep for the women with the misfortune to know you. Jealousy, he winks at you. Midge resents my innumerable conquests. Midge crosses her arms and raspberries. Hardly. Eat and rest. You eat with the explorers, sharing tales over the dying fire. Eventually you call it a night, and they offer you a fallen comrade's tent for the evening. Waking up, you thank the group and take your leave. They wish you safe travels. I was hoping they'd give me a quest to go to the Sandswept ruins. They're going to be pretty upset when they find out there's nothing there anymore. What is this? The corroded wasteland. You know what? I'm feeling pretty powerful. Let's go there. And then we'll end it here. I'm feeling pretty caulky. So I'm gonna go seal up some windows. What the hell is that? I take back Darudagon, the Hellfire Colossus. Whoops! Okay, maybe I'm not feeling so confident. But we're doing it anyway. Here we go. Resistance to body afflictions, immunity to mind inflictions, immunity to interrupts, Hellfire Iron, immunity to disease, and immunity to poison. What do I want to do first on him? I want to get my pet around his back. I'm going to mark him. Adair, where are you? You're going to Eldritch Aim and then try to expose vulnerabilities. You need to Vigorous Defense or Refreshing Defense, whatever you want to call it. Alright, marked for the hunt. We're good. Did you do your thing? No, he never got it off. God dang it, Shody. Quit getting up there. 119 disengage damage. Son of a gun. Even with his defenses on, he's gonna go down. Let's, how much does this heal for? 46 health, and this heals for 115.1. You do that. Alright, what do we want? I need Resolute, Tenacious. No. I need to heal him, or he's gonna go down. So let's just do a regular heal. There we go, he's full up. Now we can do Resolute and Tenacious. Is he... Nope, his thing missed. So let's try again. Let's try to blind him. Can we blind him? 16 armor, Jesus. Means we can't really hurt him. And we need focus to lower his damage reduction. Somebody hit him for 70? No. Additional effects for 233 seconds. Minus 15 max health. Jeez. Alright, what can we do here? Where's our accuracy buff? Let's hobble him. There we go. Lower his DR, please. Exposed vulnerabilities already wore off. I think I had it for a little bit. Let's go Essential Phantom. Let's try this again. Alright, let's see how my accurate wounding shot is resolving. Alright, we've got 109 accuracy versus 140 deflection. And we still got a decent roll. We got 37 and a graze. Dumb. Alright, we can't beat this guy, guys. But we're gonna try anyway. Let's go ahead and get our spiritual dude out. Looks like he's weak to lightning, but I don't think I have any lightning, do I? Oh god, everybody move. Shoti move. I think we're good. Alright. Holy Radiance. Then Iconic Projection. Ouch. She was not quite far enough away, or she got hit by someone. He crit me because I was stupid enough to get close. Adair is actually tanking him pretty decently. I can't expect him to tank any better than what he's doing. Going down, man. He has not been hurt at all. He is unharmed. What level are we? We're level 13. I can't imagine we're going to get much higher. Like maybe 18, 20? Alright. I think that's where we're going to end it here. Look at all this stuff. Huge shields and everything. What was this place? There's more of them. Alright, that's where we're ending it for today. So please leave a like or comment below and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And that is one heck of a golem. Take it easy.